So I got this date coming up on Wednesday with a guy that I've been talking to for a year. That our anniversary is on October 15th, right? It was
Right.
for him. It was the 15th, or it was really crazy on timing. But years ago, I was just telling you about when I was down in Aruba, right? We were down there, and it was the first break that we had after we opened the shop. Like the month of opening, we were there for 3 months. We got to take a break, got to step away. It was the most relaxing pause before the storm. And when we got back, it was right around this time of year, so many years ago. But it's day for day I'm meeting this guy, right? Online, and ask him to be my boyfriend, and we're doing all the online cutesy shit, right? And then I was looking at the calendar and I'm thinking, holy crap, that's the same date of manifestation. That there was a spell that I cast. It was called the Spell of the Dark Heart, right? You petition Venus to bring out your innermost desires and find you the person or persons that are going to be most close to what you want. Day for day, years apart, right? I had been free of my ex for about a year and a half when I met this guy. So there's no possible way that these energies could be connected. Day for day, I asked him to be my boyfriend. Same fucking anniversary. What the shit? Not even planned. Not even planned. Years apart. I met my ex, like, we were together for 7 years, right? 7 years together. Part for a year and a half. End up having a boyfriend on the same fucking day that that spell manifested the first time.
Synchronicity.
It's like, all right, that was 9, 10 years, 7, 8 years, year back. Like now it's like 10 years ago, I guess. Shit, yeah, it's been ages. So 10 years ago, like that. But that's a lifetime ago, right? It's like I'm not the same me that I was then that I can do for this guy now that I can do it right, you know? That's or I aim to do it right, aim to do it as best I can now that there's all these coaches and resources and shit. Like I'm gonna do this relationship and it's gonna be epic. And this is what's gonna be so much fun about seeing how the spell goes this time. Right? Because this is one of the looping effects of if you pull the spell big enough, it'll loop back in on itself until you get it right. It will be those paths that you walk on that you set yourself up for that will literally span decades of your life, right? So when you do planetary magic at scale, I'm talking about like the big stuff, like you put your desires out to these things and the forces of nature, and you find yourself in these cycles and these rhythms. It's like the energy of Venus. It lasted for 7 years. After 7 years, you can become an entirely new person. Well, is the person that you become 7 years from now the person that you really want to make sure that you are? Who knows? But that's what makes this shit so crazy. Like manifestation at its finest.